Yo, Mike's Music Method. What's happening, everybody? Oh, geez, I already messed up. I started by hitting the wrong button. How you all doing? Welcome to Mike's Music Method. We are gonna today, guys, do an amazing song. We're doing We're doing Ramblin' Jack Elliot's Don't Think Twice. Dusty requested this awesome song, and I've done the original, so go check that out. That's linked up. Well, it'll be linked down below. Holy cow, this is a poor start, y'all. Look at me. I'm like what do they call it? How do I stop my share? No, why does that thing happen? Give me 1 second, y'all. I promise this is going to be an amazing live stream. Maybe I can edit this out later. That needs to go there. Very good. Then how do I just show you guys me? How do you just see me? This is really frustrating. I'll figure it out, and then we're going to get rocking and rolling. Come on, honestly, no one jumps on these live streams this early anyway. Yeah, that's presenting. Stop screen. No. Well, anyways, you can see my face just fine. I'll figure this out next time. So let's do it again. Shaboom! Mike's Music Method. Guys, today we are doing Ramblin' Jack Elliot's Don't Think Twice. I did Dylan's original version of this tune, but my great buddy Dusty, my online buddy Dusty, requested Ramblin' Jack's version. And it's worth learning. There is a lot of really cool right hand stuff. By the end of this video, you're going to be a master at shifting your pointer and middle finger to get all the top 3 notes. You know, a lot of players will use the ring finger. I know most of you guys out there don't. So you're just going to become a master at dancing this middle and pointer finger around. It's a really great song. Not super difficult, but in its simplicity, it is pretty darn hard. So if you feel like you're a decent beginner Travis picker, just with like patterns, this is really going to try you here. So it's going to be a lot of fun. If you're new to Mike's Music Method, we are going to walk through this whole entire song measure by measure. I'm going to show you every little finger picking bit. And at the end of the video, I'll have all this time stamped later on. But at the end of the video, I will have slow run throughs. That'll be time stamped. And we can play the whole thing together. So hold my hand. I'm going to be your music teacher here, your like private guitar teacher here for the next like 40 minutes. So let's all do this. If anyone hops on board, let me know how the audio is sounding and all that kind of stuff, because I don't see anyone posting yet, but I want to make sure everything's sounding good and looking good. I got the screen set up, even though I don't know how to make it go away anymore. I thought I did, but this is going to be great. And without further ado, let's do it. Capo is on the 3rd fret. You can snag the tab at mikesmusicmethod.com. So let's do this. This intro, whoops, that's not the beginning of the song. Oh yeah, it is. Dude, everything's crazy today. Why does this say 4? This isn't measure 4. It's the first measure of the song. Did it really jack up the whole tab? No, it didn't. I have no idea why there's a 4 there. Maybe it's telling us it's in 4/4. Anyhow, now we're good. I'm good. I'm flustering in the heat of the moment, guys. I'm what's the word that baseball players, you know, you get whatever, you know what I'm saying. I'm choking. Let's do this. We got a C chord. Now, very often in this song, he's doing that bounce where our ring finger has to go from 5 up to 6. So let's do this. Our thumb, already off the bat, is doing 5, 3, 5, 3. Then it's 6, 4. So check out that goofy 4-note thumb pattern. Remember, it's a C chord, and I'm just moving that ring finger around. 5, 3, 6, 4. That's the thumb. And it's really important, again, to remember this is beat 1 here. I'm going to try and highlight this. You can see my little cursor on the tab. Then the thumb's always going to be the first one. Whenever they're doubled, the thumb's always the first one in Travis picking. So I can look at this and just go 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and I know where my thumbs are. So that is valuable information right there. So here are the string numbers. 5, 3, 1, 6, 2, 4, 3. 5, 3, 1, 6, 2, 4, 3. And so I'm going to tell you the fingers now. Thumb. I'm doing thumb, middle, thumb, pointer. That's one option. There's no hard rule here. Or you could double up the pointer. Thumb, middle, thumb, thumb, pointer, thumb, pointer. So either your middle finger is doing double duty on the top two, or the middle is only doing that one and your pointer is doing double duty on the second and the third. Again, let's be honest, most folk players aren't using the ring finger, but you certainly could. Where I'm doing the ring on top, middle on the second, pointer on the first. But I'll be honest, in this kind of folk setting, when your thumb's moving so much, I would probably say that's more rare, and guys are doubling up either with their middle or with their pointer, and there's no right or wrong answer there. So it's up to you to kind of make the decision, but once you do, I would stick with it. And I'm making a big point of this because it happens constantly throughout the song where we're getting 3 melody notes on top. So thumb, thumb, middle, thumb, pointer, thumb, pointer. Let's do it together. 3, 4. Yeah, now we go into a G chord and measure 2. Now the thumb is just 6, 4, 6, 4. We've got 6, 4, 1, 6, 2, 4, 3. So similar up on top where our melody's doing first string, second, third, and I'm doing thumb, thumb, middle, thumb, pointer, thumb, pointer, thumb, thumb, middle, thumb, pointer, thumb, pointer. Really beautiful melody there. Measure 3, we go to an A minor chord. Check it out here, another 3-note thumb pattern where we've got 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4. Remember capo's 3 if you can't see my whole guitar. And in between we got thumb, thumb, pointer, thumb on 6. Then I'm going to pinch here 4 and 2. So let me go through it slow. We got thumb on 5, thumb on 4, pointer on 3. And it sounds like that. I like to divide the measures into beat 1 and 2, and then beat 3 and 4. Second half is 6, then my thumb jumps to 4, and I pinch it with 2, and I'm doing my middle finger there. And then immediately the pointer finger afterwards. It's the second half of the measure, 6, pinch 4 and 2 with thumb and middle, immediately to the pointer on 3. So, do it all together, 2, 3, 4. And the next measure here, we keep going with the A minor. Oh, hey, I do have good. Audio is good. Thank you so much, Green Hill. Jamil, I miss you, buddy. Hello, hope you're doing good, man. Glad to see you. You too, man. Send me an email. Let's catch up. It's been a long time. Guys, I'm no longer doing the weekly Thursday Zoom meetings because they kind of like grinded to a halt, and it was the same 1 or 2 guys showing up, and I already have those guys' phone numbers. But maybe we'll do a once a month Zoom meet, and that'll draw more attention instead of it being an ongoing thing. But yeah, thanks for saying the audio is good and everything. I'm doing StreamYards in 1080. You know, I upgraded my plan. I'm paying, and now things are confusing me, even though they should be the same. But thanks so much. All right, so measure 4, we continue with the A minor here. And same, well now it's, this is what's confusing about this song. Now it's just a 2-note thumb pattern going from 6 to 4 the whole time. First half of the measure, the strings are 6, 2, 4, 3. 6, 2, 4, 3. And that's thumb, middle, thumb, pointer. Second half of the measure is same thing, 6. Oh, I'm sorry about that. So those were the right fingers, but notice the first chord is the sus, and then it goes to the A minor. So you're gonna lift your pointer finger in your left hand, and it should sound like that. 6, 2, 4, 3. Then we put that finger down, 6, 2, 4. Then when we do 3, we lift the chord, and I call that an open string cheat. It's preparing us for the next chord to come. And often it's anticipating a note in the chord. Not always, but often. So from the top, we lift our pointer finger on the A minor, making it an A minor sus2, and it's 6, 2, 4, 3, 6, 2. You put the finger down right at the last moment, 6, 2, 4. Then we lift it at the last moment to get the open 3. And I am lifting the whole chord at the end to prepare for the chord to come. So real slow, 3, 4, 3, 4, thumb, middle, or sorry, pointer fingers up, 3, 4, thumb, middle, thumb, pointer, thumb, put it down, middle, thumb, lift it. Yeah, beautiful little measure there. Let's keep going to measure 5. And like I said at the end, we'll do some slow run-throughs so we put it all in context. The goal here is to just talk you through every measure. Remember, you can play back with the arrow or the J or L key, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, and loop this as much as you need to. You guys are all at different skill levels, and I'm trying to cater to everyone in these videos here. All right, so now in measure 5, we got an F chord. And I'm pinching. Well, let's hear it first. A really goofy measure, guys. So I do my thumb over the top on the F, and you kind of have to do the thumb over the top. There's really no way to cheat it because that third string's got to be open to 2. So if you're barring it, you can't really just lift it and get it open because you're going to get the first fret. So you kind of have to do the thumb over the top. The good news is we don't need this high E string. We can just do nothing on the high E, then first fret there, second, third. So I got first on the B string, second on the G, third on the D, and then my thumb swings over the top. Right, because we're not playing the high E and we're not playing the A string. So I'm going to pinch, well the thumb is just a 6-4 pattern the whole time, so make sure you got that. Beginning is a pinch 6 and 2, thumb and middle, and then immediately I'm already going to lift that middle finger and play it with my pointer finger on the 3rd string. So it's the 3rd string open, got to lift that one. And here is a giddy up, thanks Anders for coining this term. The giddy up is when you do a hammer on, I'm hammering on open to 2, but the same time I do a hammer on, my thumb has to hit a different string, right? So I'm hammering open to 2 on the 3rd string, but the moment I execute that hammer on, my thumb is hitting the 4th string. So I'm not hitting the 3rd string again, I'm hammering on the 3rd, but hitting the 4th. So it's pointer finger, then the hammer goes with the thumb. And I'm hammering that down on the 2nd fret there. So pinch, pinching 6 and 2. Pointer finger does open on the 3rd string, into the giddy up with the thumb. If that's really hard for you, I need to make a whole video on this, but I cover it in my Fingerpicking Frontier workshops. Sign up for my mailer at mikesmusicmethod.com. I cover all of this stuff in my Fingerpicking workshops. Or if you go to mikesmusicmethod.com, you can join the All Access Atkins plan, snag my working copy of my new fingerpicking book, Finger Licking Cowboy Picking. And also, I've got a whole lesson course there. You can rewatch my workshops at $14 plan. All Access Atkins is a steal. Lots of great stuff over there. But otherwise, just take this slow and you'll get it too. After we do that first part of the measure with the giddy up, we go right back to the pointer finger on the 3rd string. Real fast. A real hard measure. Pinch, pointer, thumb, right back to the pointer with that hammer on in between them. So then the second half of the measure, a couple ways to feel this. You can do thumb, then pinch, P-I-M, that's thumb, pointer, middle. Or you can just do thumb, heavy thumb. And I'm basically strumming these 3, right, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string. And you do it open, so I lift my pointer finger, then I'm hammering it on. Thumb on 6 and a big brush. Or you can do thumb and then a big pinch. And again, I'm pinching with these 3 on 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string. Either way, so the whole measure, 3, 4. Let's do it slower. 3, 4. Yeah, excellent, beautiful. Rogue says, what's up? He says he's been working on the Fionn Regan tune. I've been saying his name wrong. I just did Be Good or Be Gone by Fionn Regan. Check that one out. Gorgeous tune. Yeah, Rogue, let me know how it goes, man. Send me an email, or join the Discord, and keep me updated on your progress. So here we're still on this F chord. And I love that use of that B in there, that, what is that, a sharp 11 or whatever? So we've got, thumbs just do 6 and 4. And we've got 6, 2, 4, right back to 2, but I lift the pointer finger the 2nd time. 6, 2, 4, 2. And I'm doing thumb, pointer, thumb, thumb, middle, because here at the end, I'm going to do thumb, pointer, which is 6, 3, 4. So the whole measure there, pretty easy. 3, 4. Like I said, you can make any of these a study piece. Like, that's really quite beautiful. You can make a whole song out of that measure. For any of you songwriters, start stealing. The earlier you steal, the better you become. I mean, look at all your favorite songwriters. They all stole from other things before them. Let's have a sip of coffee. Relax your hand. Guys, I read this statistic. Who knows? All this stuff might be mumbo jumbo, but even if you just take breaks and stand. So it's not about like, oh, I'll work for an hour and then I'll take a 10-minute break. Like, it's better off to like literally for every 5 minutes, just stand up and sit back down. I'm told that's like actually better for your body to like break position more often than break for longer periods of time. Now, I don't know how true that is though, right? All this stuff is like, really? Really? How do you know this? Supposedly know it through like bedridden patients, but does that apply to your average man sitting and playing guitar? I don't know. Let's keep going. Now we got a C/G chord. Man, this is like the folk chord we all got to be doing. It's a C chord. You move your ring finger up. So now it's just a C chord with a G in the bass, and I'm kind of just muting that A string, right? You don't have to play it. We're gonna pick over it, but it's fine if that ring finger is gently touching it because we're not gonna play it. Here we've got a pinch. We'll look at the thumb first. It's just 6/4, 6/4 the whole measure. That's easy enough. We're starting with a pinch, and the strings are 6, and I got pointer and middle on 2 and 3. Then thumb on 4. Pointer goes to 3. Easy enough, right? Then ending's the same. 6, 4, 3, thumb, thumb, pointer. So 3, 4, pinch, thumb, pointer, thumb, thumb, pointer. Excellent. Let's keep going, and always look at the bottom, right? I got all this information here. I know it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and I know where my thumb is. It's here. The first of the 2, the first of the 2, the first of the 2. Let these things help you out. Beautiful measure 2, right? Gorgeous. So the thumb is just 6 and 4 the whole time. First half of the measure is thumb, thumb, pointer. But we're going to have to hammer that pointer onto the 2nd fret. But it's also a giddy up, right? Where we got the second I hammer the pointer on, or the middle finger on that 3rd string, my thumb also has to hit the 6th string at the exact same time. So you're looking at this and you're looking at this thumb at the same time. Right? They happen at the exact same moment. That's going to scramble your brain. The giddy up, work on it slowly. I would maybe keep the thumb going and just try to do that. And once that feels good, we add the 2nd string with the middle finger, then thumb back to 4, then we add another 3rd string with the pointer. 3, 4. Oh, sorry, after that hammer on, the very last pointer finger, I lift up that middle finger. So I hammer it on with the giddy up, then I lift it. Like I explained in the Fiona Be Good or Be Gone video, you guys got to learn before you practice. So start with the thumb and add 1 note at a time. Alright, so I'm playing the entire measure with my thumb, but only adding the thumb. Once that feels good, I'm going to add 1 extra melody note. Then I'm going to add the final melody note. Each one of those steps may take you like a day or 2 of practice, right? Some of the stuff, if it's that foreign, you really do have to go that slow with it. It's not like you can just look at a tab. How come I can't play it? I should be able to play it. No, if you haven't played it before, it might take weeks or months to execute. And don't be discouraged by that. That is the process. Yeah, and Rogue, it's great seeing you show up again, so real cool. Benjamin says, love it. Would you be so kind to do a tutorial on the song Mariana by Robert Earl Keen? Someone requested another Robert Earl Keen song that I did. Gotta Go, I think it's called, and I made a lot of like references of him having to, accidentally, whatever. If you're a world traveler, sometimes the toilet's not close enough and you really gotta go. So Benjamin, sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. Shoot me an email at mikesmusicmethod@gmail.com. You can also go to my website and they're sponsoring a song. Guys, I've gotten well over 500 song requests for this channel. If I love the song, I just do it. But another thing on my website, if you just want to throw a couple bucks towards the song. So even like throwing 10 bucks towards a song will like get it on the list and get my eyeballs on it. No promise I'm going to do it though. But man, if you cough up like 100 bucks, I'll do the tab, right away for you. If you want to cough up like 250 for a song, I'll do the tab and the tutorial, and like just think it's a great, you're sharing all that with the community. So it's kind of more of like a donation based thing where I don't have like a strict promise of doing the song, but all the information is there, including how I'm thinking about it. So that's one way you can do it. Tim the Tool says, hey Tim, it's good to see you, man. He says, didn't you already do the song? Yes, I did the Dylan version. We're doing the Ramblin' Jack Elliot version because Dusty's the man and he requested this song. And again, for anyone watching, after the fact, I know this is a live stream, the timestamps are down below. So if I get distracted once in a while, I apologize. Jump ahead. I'm going to try to stay on point here, though. So, guys, let's go to measure 9. I'm seeing a lot of requests come in. Please email me, guys. Once I'm done with this, like, this is just going to blow by me. So everyone shoot me an email or go to the Discord. There's a request song thing on the Discord, but it's even better if it just you email me and it ends up in my inbox. All right, so now we end up measure 9. We got that C/G chord. Again, we talked about how to play that one. And it looks like that. So again, this is one where you could use the ring finger if you wanted to, or you can do double duty with the middle or the pointer. It's your call, but it is thumbs just going from 6 to 4. And we've got 6, 1, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, 3. So thumb top string, thumb second, thumb third, thumb third. And again, you can do middle, middle, pointer, pointer. You can do middle, pointer, pointer, pointer. You can do ring, middle, pointer, pointer, however you want to do it. I would experiment, see which one feels nice, because this is one of these moments, like I don't have a super hard preference for you. Check this one out. This measure is great. Measure 10. I won't scroll yet. We're on this G chord. We have a brush. I'm way better at brushing with my pointer finger, where you're going to hit 2 or maybe 3 strings at the same time. I'm not as good with my middle, but I should probably practice so I could do it as good with both. So here you're doing, it's just a G chord, 6/4 with the thumb. I've got 6. I'm going to brush the top 2. Thumb does 4. Then I'm brushing 2 and 3. So again, you can do double pointer in a row. I'm better brushing like that. Or you can do thumb, middle, thumb, pointer. Then we do 6, 3, 4, 3, thumb, pointer for the end of the measure. So all together nice and slow. 3, 4. Really beautiful, huh? What I love about this song is Ramblin' Jack's giving you so much variety that literally like every one of these measures you could take that concept and like make a whole song an awesome riff with. So there's really a lot to be gained from this song. Back to A minor. Didn't we do this already, or am I losing my mind? Yeah, we did the exact same thing up above, so I'm not going to talk through it again. I'll just play it here. 3, 4. Lift that finger. It's weird that the thumb does 6/4, 6/4 on an A minor chord there, but it does. And now measure 13. This is new stuff. We've got a D7 chord, which looks like this. He doesn't actually play the top string though, so you're okay just doing 1 and 2, but it comes from that D7. Thumb is over the top. Now, if you hate the thumb over the top, this is one of the moments where you could get away playing it like this, where you got your middle finger here on the 6th string, your ring finger is on the 3rd string, the G string on the 2nd fret, and then your pointer is on the B string, 1st fret. So you can get away doing it that way if you hate the thumb over the top. Either way, the picking's the same. And we got thumb, 6 and 4, just bounce it back and forth. At the beginning, we're pinching 6 and 2, thumb and middle, then thumb, pointer on 4, 3. So 6, 2, 4, 3. Then we go back to 6, we lift that pointer finger, and that same idea, we can either do a big strum into the hammer-on like you did earlier on, or we can pinch it, do a big pinch with thumb, pointer, middle. So real slow, 3, 4, pinch, thumb, pointer, thumb, big one. Oh, Tim the Tool, you handsome man. How do I show that on the screen? Thank you, buddy. Just wanted to give something back for all that I haven't gotten out of this channel. Hey, Tim, what do you mean? You've gotten everything from this channel. There's not anything you haven't gotten. I know what you meant. It was a little typo. Back for all that I have gotten out of this channel. Appreciate the hard work. Dude, thank you. We'll do a little bit of the donation pitch later, but I really appreciate it, man. The value for value. Dude, you know, YouTube, people think because you're on YouTube, you're making money. Like the YouTube ad revenue, it went down, believe it or not. I may be making $170 a month, and I've been at this for 5 years. So the YouTube ad revenue is never making anyone a livelihood unless they have like, you know, a zillion subscribers and have these amazingly huge videos where they're getting like millions of views on every video. So Mike's Music Method does stay alive based on the value for value model. I'm just a guy out here, a music teacher. I've got 4 kids, but in my spare time, I'm trying to bring these videos and keep them readily available, including the tab, to everybody. And so you guys are only help, you know, I'm only, what am I trying to say? It's value for value. Realize the value I'm giving and please give back. That could be monthly support on PayPal, Patreon. Look, I am going into the donation pitch. But I want to keep it free. My heart says to keep it free. So most of my stuff is not paywalled, right? All the tabs and tutorials are out there. So please consider joining one of the membership plans on my website, even if it's only $5 a month, $2 a month. But guys, if you can give $25 a month, $50 a month, maybe you're consuming this in place of guitar lessons. And this is what keeps the channel alive. And if you guys can support, I'll keep bringing them and be able to up the amount of time. Because when you guys give, you're simply buying me time, right? You're paying my salary so that I can find more time for this YouTube channel. And that's awesome. So thank you so much, Tim. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, go run, man. This will be up and live. You know, these live videos stay there, so they're always there. It's not like it disappears, you know. Cool. Thanks so much, Tim. I really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so much. Yep. All right, cool. Let's keep going. So we got that cool measure. Let's play it one more time real slow. 3, 4. All right, and then we kind of have the same thing here in measure 14. That's not really the same. So check this out. It's really, really great though too. Same D idea, same thumb happening, but we've got 6, 3, 4, 2, and that 2 is open, so we got to lift it there. 6, 3, 4, 2, and I'm doing thumb, pointer, thumb, middle. And then, so we got that. Gotta lift that pointer. And then the second half of the measure is thumb, and then right back to the middle, and we hammer on into a giddy up. So I'm doing thumb on 6, middle on the second string. I got the open one, hammer on, but the giddy up. So the second I hammer on, my thumb is hitting the 4th string, not the second. Thumb, middle, hammer. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Anders, thank you for that term. All right, 6, 3, 4, lift it into the giddy up. Real slow, 3, 4. Beautiful little measure there. And Ruben, I know I'm missing a couple chats there. I promise I'll read them and respond in due time. I don't want to do too many interruptions though here. All right, so back to a G. Real easy. That's a little harder, but we've seen it before. So real slow together, just so we got the repeat. 3, 4. Yeah, we've seen that before, and it is beautiful. All right, so now we're at 17. Guys, the good news is that this intro is basically the same as the verse, right? We're gonna cruise through the rest of this. There's not gonna be too much new stuff happening. Here we got a C/G. I think the picking is a bit different from before though. Pinching 6 and 2, thumb alone, then the pointer on the 3rd string. Second half of the measure is just thumb on 6 and a pinch, 4 and 2. That's it, so all of it together. 3, 4. We keep going the next measure. Starts the same, but we have this cool little giddy up. So you got the beginning of the measure. Second half is 6, 2. Then we hammer onto the 3rd fret with the pinky, but at the same time, I'm hitting the 4th string. So another giddy up. Or so from the, yeah, it just looks like that. Sorry, that's the second half of the measure. 6-2, hammer with the giddy up. Make that pinky snappy and try to hit the wall behind you, right? You want a good snappiness with that thing. So the whole measure, 3, 4. Heck yeah, if you need to rewind the video, there it is. And we stay on this chord for a while, and we have some nice brushing here. Oh, sorry. Whoop. Yeah, that's the first one. So let's do that. You can pinch if you want to, all those fingers, or you can brush with a pointer, or brush with the middle, right? No right or wrong answer there. So thumb with the brush, or pinch, and then thumb on 4, pointer on 3. Then here we just stagger it. Thumb, brush, thumb, pointer. Together, 3, 4. Beautiful, let's do the next measure here. Really cool there. So we got that pinch again, or the brush, however you want to think of it. But then immediately to the pointer finger on the 3rd string. So if you are going to brush, you should probably brush with your middle there. So I'm doing it like that. Thumb and middle brush, pointer, thumb. Then we got to put our pinky down on the 3rd fret of that 2nd string. So got the brush, thumb on pointer, or pointer on 3rd, thumb on 4th. My pinky goes down, and I'm going to the middle finger there on the 2nd string. Just ends thumb, pointer, 6, 3, 4, 3. Whole measure, 3, 4. Even that is gorgeous. Whoo, Ramblin' Jack. Thank you, Dusty, for turning me on to this song. Again, no measures like super hard, but man, there's so much gorgeous variety. All right, we got measure 21. Guys, again, your tab is free at mikesmusicmethod.com if it's easier to follow along with a printed out paper in front of you. Take a coffee break here. Remember, everyone stand up. Stand up, do it. I don't know, maybe there's something nice about the live streams where you get to take a break with me. Ruben says you guys requested some songs up here. Ruben says, brother, you need to do Barrel House Blues. Who does that song? Tim the Tool says, I like this version of Don't Think Twice better. Oof. I don't know. That's hard to say, man. That original Dylan holds so much in my heart. It's like the first, kind of complicated finger-picking song I ever put so much time into, and I have the most ridiculous memory of learning that thing. I had a cool balcony in my apartment in Chicago, and I had a view of the skyline, the Wesley Willis Tower. Inside joke, anybody? The Wesley Willis Tower. And just a beautiful skyline, and I'd sit on that porch like all night. Somehow neighbors didn't complain, and I'd be up there like, just going to town, man. Going to town trying to learn it. I don't know Barrel House Blues. Ruben says, you are a great man, thanks. Got to go to the beach. Thanks for the great energy. Dude, what? Enjoy the beach. Looks like you're brushing with your middle finger. Do you prefer that over the pointer? Middle does have more dexterity. Yeah, I just mentioned that. Maybe you missed it, Rogue. But I'm way better with my pointer finger. But in the case of that one measure, that's a great question. In the case of that one measure, you could still do pointer, but because, we're quickly going to, right here, we're going to that pointer finger there, For me, that's hard to brush. I'd have to practice that a lot to be able to get that in context. For me, it's easier to do middle pointer instead of doing double duty. But again, you could also just pinch, but then you still have to move your pointer. You could use your ring finger and pinch. Right, there's so many solutions in finger picking. I know it can be overwhelming with all the options that you have, but slowly over time you do get fairly competent at all of them, even though there's some you like better. And I always say this, to be fair, Merle Travis, right, the guy that Travis Picking is named after himself, he only does his pointer finger. So he would do all this crap with just his pointer finger. And I make a point of this in my ebook. I talk a lot about that. you know, you might think like, oh, we got to mimic it. He's like one of the masters at it. But it's like, dude, he's also just like Michael Jordan or Tiger Woods. Unfortunately, most of us don't have a pointer finger with that kind of reaction time, the crazy trigger finger like that. So just because someone's doing it expertly doesn't mean that that's necessarily the way you should be doing it. Yeah, I pinch with my ring finger a lot. Yeah, that's great. So do I. I only talk about it the other way because most folk players don't know how to use a ring finger at all. But even before I discovered Townes Van Zandt, I was like a huge Leonard Cohen fan, and he floats his hand. He doesn't, you know, he doesn't palm mute at all. Really, it's kind of a different tradition. And he floats and uses that ring finger all the time. So that's fair game. Use the ring. Do it that way. That's awesome. I don't want to discourage you from that. The brush also just has a different sound, though. You know, so you want both in your skill set. All right, this F is easy, even though it's a little different. Pinch 6 and 2, thumb alone. Pinch 6 and 3, pinch 4 and 2. Right, so thumb's easy. I know that's a mouthful, but if you look at it, it's pretty easy. Oh man, who's spamming my chat already? I don't know how to delete this right now. All right, get out of here, spammer. All right, pinch 6, 2, thumb alone. Pinch 6 and 3, then I'm pinching 4 and 2. So pinch with the middle, pointer, middle, middle, pointer, middle. Then we keep going. Thumb, pointer, thumb, pinch, thumb, pointer. Strings are 6, 3, 4, pinch 6 and 2, 4, 3. Those are fairly easy. Let's do those two together. 3, 4. Dude, it's Ramblin' Jack. Even John Prine are like masters at this. Obviously, Mississippi John Hurt. It's like a simple measure, but you get like nice variety of the rhythm with the varying melodies. It's quite beautiful. Right? It's like even though it's just an F chord, nothing really repeats. So that's cool. and great questions, Ro. Keep them coming if you have any. Back to that D7 with the thumb over the top. Oh, I forgot about this goofy measure. This one really trips me up, and I haven't practiced it, so we're going to learn it together. Beginning of the measure is easy. Thumb, pinch, thumb and middle on 4 and 2. And we have to hammer the first fret. Because that's easy enough. Second half of the measure is goofy. We've got thumb, then middle finger on the second string. I suppose you could do this all with your pointer if you wanted to. Again, it doesn't matter. Then we have 6, 2 with a giddy up. So 6, 2, we hammer onto 1, but at the same time I hammer, my thumb hits the 4th string. So practice that giddy up. Then once you get good at the giddy up, we have to lift that finger and go right back to the second string at the end. So the ending is 6, 2, 4, right back to 2. So it's a lot of hammer on and pull off. So from the top, real slow. I'm going to take a break with my thumb over the top on this guitar. It can hurt after a long time. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Really cool, but you kind of have to view both of these measures together because that last hit brings us into the next measure onto a giddy up. It's a mouthful. It's a fingerful for sure. So I'm going to go from this and beat here. 3, 4, and. So right after we do that giddy up, I lift that pointer finger again and go back to open on the second string. So 4, and. So again, I'm starting from that highlighted note there. 3, 4, and. Then it kind of gets easy. Thumb goes to 4, pointer to 3, 3, 4, and. 3, 4. Then we end it with 6, middle finger into the giddy up. Sorry, there we go. This is one of these, definitely learn it before you practice it. This might take maybe 20 minutes straight of sitting here going, what the heck is he doing right now? go slow and do that approach where you only do the thumb. I'm gonna start at this first measure again. Only do the thumb, and then add the first melody note, which would mean I'm only gonna play that with my thumb. Do the whole measure. Maybe do that 12 times. Then can you do the hammer on? So now I'm only doing the first 2 melody notes, then letting the thumb do its own thing, and then I'm repeating the measure. Then the first 3 melody notes, and that is a great way to learn it before you practice it, and take that to heart, because it's ridiculously helpful for myself and all my students. So let's do those 2 together. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Loop that as necessary. I promise, guys, it's going to be smooth sailing really soon. I think we've seen this before. Pinch as Rogue said, or do the brush. Then we go to a G chord, and it's the exact same picking here, but on a G chord. However you want to pick it. Let's keep going. 25, 26, we're at 27 and 28, simple A minor. Cool thumb work though, like we saw at the beginning. 5, 3, 6, 4. And it's thumb, thumb, again, middle, or ring. I'm not going to talk you through that again. 5, 3, 1, 6, 2, 4, 3. Kind of talked through all this stuff already. This one has an open string cheat at the end, so be aware of that. 6, 2, 4, 3, 6, 2, 4, 3. But I lifted at the end there. 3, 4. Cool. Let's keep going. Measure 29, back to that C G chord. Pinch at the beginning. 4, 3, 6, 2, 4, 3. Yup. Oh, Rogue behind me is Mississippi John Hurt. But I don't know how to remove this tab. Sorry, I don't know how to make this. Oh yeah, well, look at that. Yeah, that's Mississippi John Hurt. Anders Fernbach made that for me. If you go to YouTube, do Mike's Music Method, like amazing gifted artwork or something, I made a tutorial about that. That's a drawing, by the way. Isn't that insane? That's a pencil drawing. I'm not going to move the camera, but watch that video. This guy, and follow Anders Fernbach on Instagram. Amazing. He gifted that to me. I did the chicken. I did a tutorial of John Hurt's The Chicken, and he freaking sent me that, and I'm blown away. Everyone who walks into this room is like, you gotta be kidding me. That's a pencil drawing? Because it looks like a photograph. It's unbelievably awesome. All right, getting distracted. So we got that. Whew, 29. Let's go. Man, this is a lot. We've seen all this before, though. We're getting repeats. We got a cool little walk. This reminds me so much of Elizabeth Cotten. Check out this cool little walking part. Is everything on the screen here? Yes, it is. We got... So I'm pinching 5 and 2 on a C chord, then I just lift it and play open A. I'm actually keeping that pointer finger there down, so don't get too excited about the lift. Just lifting the ring finger there. Then I put it down like I'm doing a G chord. So it's like a G chord, but I'm still anchoring only that pointer finger. You can lift the middle with the ring here. And I'm doing 6, 3, thumb, pointer. Then I lift up that ring finger and do open to the second string. And there I'm doing thumb, middle. Then back to a normal C with the alternating bass. 5, 4, 3, 6, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 6, 2, 4, 3. Yeah! And guys, we're nearly there, because guess what? Boom. The verse is basically, you know, the beginning of what we've already done with some variation. And that variation is basically, it's simplified. I don't think I need to talk you through it. Because if you played all that other stuff, none of this is going to be any more complicated. So we're going to scan through this, just play them all once. So you can at least see my fingers doing it, and we'll make sure there's nothing new. Right, all kind of repeat stuff here, nothing new, I don't think. Yeah, a lot of F. You know, guys, I think we can honestly just go through the slow run-throughs. Because I don't know that we're getting anything new, right? It's just these patterns simplified or repeated. Obviously, you have to be somewhat competent in reading tab, you know what I mean? So spend time doing that. And I encourage my students, too, to write out their own tab. It's just going to make you a lot better at reading tab. Repeats, boom, boom, boom. Let's kind of fast forward here. You know what? I'm just going to zoom out. Why don't I just zoom out? Oh, because then you won't be able to read all of it. This is a perfect time where you actually go to mikesmusicmethod.com and you download the tab. Because this, I imagine this is too small, guys, on your computer screens. To get to the chorus still too. So measure 45 is a little bit different. Let's talk about measure 45. Guys, I'll be honest, I didn't think it would take me this long. There's a lot of stuff in this song. I've got a lesson in like 20 minutes and I'm gonna need a break. So it wasn't too small. All right, cool. I'll keep that in mind for when I zoom out again in a minute. But so we might not finish this all in one go. We'll see how it goes here. So measure 45, we got that D7. It's a little different though. Pinching 6 and 2, then 4, 3. Then we do 6, 1. And again, you don't, when you're doing the D7, you don't need that ring finger down because that top one is letting ring out. So the second half of the measure is 6, 1, 4, 3. In Rogue, this would be the perfect time to use that ring finger. Again, or you can use your middle. Really beautiful. 3, 4, pinch 6 and 2, 4, 3, 6, 1, 4, 3. You can do thumb and middle, thumb pointer, thumb ring, thumb pointer, or double duty with the middle. This I think we've seen before. We haven't, but it's easy enough. Just thumb second. Sorry, the strings are 6, 2, 4, 3, 6, 2, 4. No added color. Yep, Mississippi John Hurt. Back to the G. That's a cool little difference in the rhythm there. We got pinch, thumb, pointer, thumb, then pinch, thumb and middle there, and then right to the pointer. Thumb, middle, pointer at the end. 3, 4. Yeah. Then we got this fun one, which we've talked about a bunch. Yeah, so we've seen that, cruising through it. Guys are awesome. That is the verse, pretty much identical to the intro. Now we have a chorus with a few new things. Holy moly, guys, I don't think there's any way we're gonna finish this. Maybe we can finish it in 15 minutes. I don't wanna rush it though. Mike Music Method, we don't rush things here. We are thorough. We are thorough. 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 We are thorough. Henry David Thoreau. All right, so we got a C chord here in 49. So, sorry, it's a C/G, of course. But yeah, we actually start on the 6th string. So look at that thumb pattern. Even though it's a C chord, we're never given the C. We're given the G. Clearly an inversion, 6 to 4. I'm gonna pinch 6 and 2, 4, 3, and then 6, 3, 4. Measure 50. Yeah, we make it a C7, which is so cool. So we got 6, pinch 4 and 2 with middle, and then immediately to the pointer there. Second half of the measure is 6, 2, 4, and then when I do 3 with my pointer finger, gotta add that pinky on the 3rd fret to make it a C7. Just adding that pinky, right? So it's a C7, even though the G's still in the bass. Oops, sorry. 3, 4. Yeah, 49, 50. Let's keep going. The pinky stays down for all of this here. Even the variation there is so cool. Oh, I think did I miss something there? No, I think think that was it. So pinch 6 and 2, 4, 3, 6, 2, 4. So thumb and middle, thumb, pointer, thumb, middle, thumb. Then the next measure, we got pinch, thumb and middle, quick pointer finger right after it, thumb, middle. So thumb, middle, pointer, thumb, middle. Then the last part there, last 2 beats are thumb, pointer finger on the 3rd string, pinch, thumb, and middle. Let's hear these last 2 together. 3, 4. Yeah! Whew! Really cool. Let's see how much new stuff we've got here. Simple bar of F. D7, I think we've seen before. I think so. Yeah, I mean, this measure is nothing compared to the crazy one, but we still got that one little brush at the end. Sorry. Again, brush or you can pinch. So 6, 2, 4, 3. Beginning's easy enough. 6, thumb, middle, thumb, pointer, right? Then here we got thumb. You got a hammer on, open the 1 and do the giddy up. Get used to that, remember the giddy up. Then right after that giddy up, we hit the top 2 with a ring in middle, or we can brush it. Lots of different ways to handle that. That's a beautiful measure. 3, 4. Yeah! I get excited. Back to a C G chord. Here again we have a pinch, but kind of in the middle of the measure here on this G chord. You can brush or pinch there, but the thumb is hitting the 4th string and you're hitting the top 2, either with a pinch or a brush, but then immediately doing the pointer finger on the 3rd string. Then the second half is just 6, 2, 4, 3. So that whole measure, 3, 4. And y'all, the more you do this, I promise one day you'll just be able to look at the tab and execute this stuff. The A minor is straightforward. Let's look at the F here. And there it's like a brush with the pointer finger. It's thumb, middle, thumb. And he's just a little aggressive with the pointer, and I heard him getting that lower string again. If you don't put that in, don't worry about it, because honestly it's like the only time in the song, so it's hard to know if it was like intentional or just an accident. We've seen these C/Gs a million times, seen this simple G. The same walk on that C chord that we saw before, that kind of Elizabeth Cotten idea. Then it would go to an instrumental break after the first verse, but he doesn't play this after verse 3. So that's something to keep in mind. Here he does like a little break, you know how Dylan will do a long harmonica break in between the verses. So some verses he adds this little instrumental break. Other times he goes straight back into singing the next verse. So keep that in mind. His in-between sections are different lengths depending just, you know, how much he's given you. Real easy though, 65 is easy. We've seen it before. Here we got a brush at the beginning in 66. Make sure you're walking that C, right? Cool, a simple one of G, a simple one of A minor that we've all seen before. 69 is that A minor with this, where we make it a sus2. This is kind of just like the intro. We have this goofy F at the beginning. Yeah. Let's do this real slow, this F here, because it is a little weird. We got the pinch. We have a giddy up right there. We've talked about that. I'm not sure if we talked about the second part of this measure, because we have that open string cheat at the end. I got 6, 2. When I hit 2, it's open, and I got a hammer into 1, but it's with the giddy up as the thumb hits the 4th string. So again, I'm starting from here, yeah, from this 1 here. 3, 4. But right after the giddy up, I hit the pointer finger, but I have to lift the whole chord. sorry. And we go into a G chord from there. Now we have what I call a ghost pull off. This is really cool. Or is it a ghost hammer? I'm confused by my own language. I think, don't pick, it's a ghost pull off. First off, there's no pull off in this measure. I think I meant a hammer on. So guys, I'm confused by what I meant by this. Maybe I made another mark here, and I don't want to have to go back and listen to the entire song. But let me see if I marked it better in my tab. Sorry. Boo doo 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 doo. Yeah, I meant a ghost hammer on, and it's this first fret that should have a star by it. Oh, right here. Haha, there it is. So what I meant here is he's actually not playing this note. So or he's hammering onto it, but I call it like a ghost hammer or a delayed hammer, because you play this open string, then your thumb does this, and then you're hammering from here. And that hammer is just like him moving from the G to the C chord, but it's really weird on your brain because it's like usually a hammer-on happens right away. Here you play it, then you hit that string, then you're hammering into that note from here. So it's a little weird. The beginning is pinch 6 and 2 with thumb and middle, then pointer, thumb, then right back to the pointer. Then we have the giddy up there. Right after the giddy up, we're hitting the second string. Giddy up, second string, thumb to fourth. And there's where we hammer without actually playing it. When it's slow, you don't really hear it. It's just him moving into the C chord. Maybe I'm obsessing a little too much. You just kind of hear him like gently, and the recording it's quite pronounced, at least to my ear it was. Right, I'm like moving into that C chord there without really playing it. But you hear that hammer on. Maybe throw it away. This is me being a little anal here, I'll admit it. But let's do that whole measure slow, whether you're sounding that one or not. That doesn't really matter too much. 3, 4. I messed it up because I can't see all of it. 2, 3, 4. That time I played that note. That's that same Elizabeth Cotton walk we did before. Yeah, it is a nice measure. Yeah, and I meant ghost hammer on, right? It's like a hammer on. It's more of like just as an artifact of changing chords. Like I don't think it was like him intentionally doing it, but he just went to that chord a moment early while he was preparing for the walk, and it sounds cool. It was like a happy accident. But you can also just pick it. It might be easier to just pick the darn thing. I think I overcomplicated it. Cool, and then guys, we're almost done here. We go back to a C, easy enough. And then let's do our ending walk, right? So it's a little different than all the other ones. It's even more Elizabeth Cotton than before. So we got a C chord, and it's just 5, 3, and I'm just doing thumb pointer the whole time. Thumb pointer, then I lift it open. Open pointer, then the G pointer, then that's open. 3, 0, 3, or sorry, 3, 0, 3, 0. And the strings are 5, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3. Then it's just a C chord, and then he strums all of it. So I'm doing 5th string, and then I'm just brushing up on those. Again, you could pinch all of them, or you can do thumb, thumb, then a big thumb. Oh, mikesmusicmethod.com. Guys, please, monthly support means so much. This is a real labor of love. Please support the channel. There's like 1,600 people on the Freddie Freeloader plan. I know some of them are contributing elsewhere, but I bet like 1,000 of you guys you know, are taking the tabs for free, consuming the content for nothing, which is fine if you're actually broke as a joke. But come on, $5 a month, you can do it. You know it's worth it. The value for value model, guys. Come on, it's Mike's Music Method. I'm a real guy putting in a ridiculous amount of time and effort. Like, I got to teach in 5 minutes, and you know, I got a lot of lessons today. I didn't have to do this right now. But whatever, I'm not whining. I'm just saying it's a value for value, the honor system. Please abide by it. It really helps me out. I'm a real guy. And you know what I'm saying. I'm being redundant. Mike'sMusicMethod.com. Please consider donating with monthly membership. Thank you. All right, we are going to do a slow run through. I don't really have time. Maybe I'll post a separate video. How do I share the whole screen? I'll try to do it real quick if I can figure it out. That's the only problem. Stop screen share. Boom. Oh. Maybe that's why, because I was in this constant edit mode the whole time. It was now I figured it out. Oh man. I was in the edit mode, and now I see the whole screen how it usually looks. Oh crap. Okay, let's share this. And I'm sorry if that's too small. You can go to mikesmusicmethod.com and do it. We're gonna play through this. Guys, I have a lesson in 4 minutes, so you know what? I'm going to post a separate video. This just isn't going to work right now. So I'll do a slow run-through as a separate video, guys, just so you know. Slow run-throughs will be on a separate thing. You are all awesome. This is really cool. We got 13 people. I don't know how many people are popping in and out because I couldn't see the number because I don't know how to use my software. But thank you for joining. I am going to come up with a regular time twice a week. Once to actually shoot videos if I have a song tabbed out, and the other is to actually chat a little bit more and engage with the crowd, because I know I probably missed some chats in there, but I want to do these just to stay there forever. These live streams are great. As I've said before, I'll say it again. I'm trying to save editing time. Having the tab up on the screen like this is super helpful, because when I go and I cut all the video, upload it, edit it, copy and paste every single measure of tab, put it, I mean, it's like a 4 to 6 hour ordeal. And then I got to mess with the audio, get the audio right, you know, bounce that, put it up to YouTube. So this saves me a tremendous amount of time. Please, guys, give feedback. What can I do to these live streams to make them as digestible as the normal videos? And if that means ignoring the chat, then I can do that. I don't know what the best way for you all to consume this content is. Thanks, Rogue. Thanks for showing up. I really appreciate it. So please give me feedback. I'm here for you guys. If the live stream isn't the format, I can keep doing it the other way. But, you know, that like 4 to 6 extra hours really cuts down on me tabbing out new songs and getting them to you guys sooner. And I want to make you all happy and it be the best product I can be. So let me know. End rant. God bless you all. Be well. I'll catch you soon. Ciao.